Brian, thanks for your time, man. Again, I'm just trying to get to know my neighbors. And we just met, so I don't know anything about you, but I start at the beginning. Brian, where were you born and raised?
I was born here. I was born here when it was, before it was Swedish. It was Ballard Hospital.
Okay.
It was 1989.
Oh, gotcha. Any siblings?
I have one brother and two sisters. A bunch of street sisters, street brothers, mothers, all that kind of thing. So
Sure. Tell me about your home life. What was it like growing up for you?
home life was hard. It's like my dad was killed when I was younger. So like I think when I was about, I think it was like 6 or 9 months old, my dad was murdered.
Oh wow.
For gun violence.
Oh wow.
Drugs and gun violence. So I didn't have to grow up with a father, but my mom's brother was like a close father figure for me. So, but I mean, I had a Nintendo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was cool. You know, I didn't like go without that kind of thing.
So your mom raised you?
Yeah.
You got all you guys?
Section 8, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
That kind of thing.
Tell me more about that. What do you remember growing up?
It was kind of tough. Like I don't know. I don't like to do what I'm told, so it can be kind of tough. And I struggled in school because of that kind of thing. I dropped out in 9th grade, but other than that, I got cousins and that I'm really close with. You know what I mean? I wish I was closer with nowadays, but I mean like I said, it was just tough. I had trouble with my stepfather. A lot of like alcoholism, violence, stuff like that.
That you
police, all that kind of thing.
Observed growing up.
Violence, yeah.
What'd you and your siblings do for fun? Besides Nintendo.
See, well, I mean, to be honest, I helped until I was about 16 when I kind of left the house. I pretty much, I think pretty much any sibling, does when they have younger siblings is, help raise them, take care of them.
So you're the oldest one?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Change diapers, hang out with, just basically just take care of them, babysitter and whatnot. My youngest brother, he grew up, I believe he is autistic. He doesn't really talk, he still doesn't really talk, but it was really difficult, you know what I mean? He, at a young age, he was we didn't know for like the longest time what the problem was, but he was allergic to almost everything. He's one of those, like a bubble boy kid, like allergic to pretty much peanuts, tree nuts, milk, gluten, everything, Cool. So, and it would constantly be, his skin would be, so I'd have to take care of him a lot, oatmeal baths, stay up like, late hours in the night. But I enjoyed it, It's like one-on-one time with my brother, but he suffered a lot. I could tell a lot from it.
He couldn't communicate to you guys like, hey,
this is what's wrong,
this is wrong, this is how I feel. I worked with special needs kids for 7 years, and like some of the autistic kids and people, are just, they can think and they just put their body, it's just a connection. They can't say help.
Yeah.
Ouch, I need this, whatever.
I think that's how I got a lot of the skills in that area, was like communication without necessarily like talking,
Yeah.
I feel like I have that kind of, that's one of my strengths.
Yeah. Well, so when you're 16, you left. How come?
I just had to go.
Because stepdad just.
It was a combination of things, but it was time to go.
Yeah. Are you open to talking about this?
It's just because I felt like me being there would cause a lot of attention, you know what I mean? So I didn't want that.
Gotcha. Where did you go?
Here. I was born and raised here. So and when I was younger, in like 7th or 8th grade, we moved to Federal Way.
Okay.
And I didn't like it there, you know what I mean? I didn't know anybody, so. And I dropped out in 9th grade. Mm-hmm. And then shortly after that, I moved back here.
Up to Seattle.
That's where my friends were,
And did you move in with friends and just couch surf and
pretty much
all that kind of stuff?
Couch surfing, you know what I mean, like that. Eventually, shortly after that, I got my GED.
Okay.
I started working.
Gotcha.
So doing washing dishes, working in kitchens,
sure,
stuff like that. A little bit of construction, but mostly that kind of thing. Old folks' homes.
Yeah. Cool. You're still working now?
Everybody out here has to work. no one just has to or gets to sit around.
I guess let me rephrase that. We were just talking about how much hard work it is to be unhoused.
Yeah, unhoused.
Constantly,
yeah.
Right?
Constant work. Yeah.
I guess the more traditional sense of like, are you employed? Is there an employer?
No.
Kind of thing.
Not at this time. No, I'm not actually employed at this time. But they've been giving out cell phones.
Oh, nice.
Which is cool. You know what I mean? Like they got these. They got two different phones. They got a Sky phone, and this is the Max Quest phone.
Cool, great.
It's just like getting this phone was like a really big deal for me.
Yeah.
I've been trying to have a phone for a long time, and either I get a phone and it gets stolen, or I just can't. I don't know. It was just driving me crazy, and they gave me this phone, and it's like I feel like I can actually accomplish something now. You know what I mean? Like gave me confidence and just hope.
Nice. I like that.
So I plan on what's it called? Just getting out there, making myself available, and trying to get back into the working and whatnot.
Yeah.
I would like it,
So let's go back a little bit. When you're 16, you're couch surfing, whatever. Is there a time or a transition into I'm living in a tent now kind of thing? Mm-hmm. Like, what is that like?
After like
a car, or I don't know.
I couch surfed. I dated. From when I was 16 till about 23, like a couple different ladies or whatever. I would live with them, or we'd live together, apartments, whatnot. And the last real job I had, so I've been really pretty much using opiates and opioids since I was maybe 9 or 10. So that's when Oxycontin was really big. So I'm just saying like that. I do it off. It'd be on and off,
Right.
But still heavy use and whatnot. But
sure.
My most, like I said, the last job I had was around 23, 24. And that basically, I got back into it real heavy with the girl I was dating. And it just led to me losing my job. They could tell that I was using. And also when you don't use, it's even worse, you know what I mean? So it's like they could tell there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
So basically I had to have some expensive tools to work where I was working, and I excelled at my job, but the drugs were the problem.
Yeah.
So since I was doing so good at my job, part of rewarding that is giving you more efficient and expensive tools.
Uh-huh.
And basically they pay for half and you pay for the rest. And when my tools arrived, they disappeared. And then basically they said like, oh, since we know that you're using drugs, you obviously they were just saying basically they blamed it on me, said I took it and sold them, and they fired me.
That's it.
It was just an easy way to let me go,
Yeah.
I haven't worked since then, really.
Gotcha. How long ago was that?
So I'm 33 now, so when I was so I'd say 23, 24, so 10 years ago.
Have you been on the streets for 10 years?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was actually just looking at things like music I was listening to around the time when I started living on the street and stuff like that, because it's just music that I enjoy or whatever, and then it was like, I look at the bottom of the YouTube thing and it'd be 10 years ago, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I've been out here a long time.
Yeah. That's a long time. A decade, man. It's a long time.
It went really fast,
Life tends to go really fast. I was going to say, especially when you have kids. Do you have kids?
No, sir.
No, not yet.
I helped raise a lot of my siblings and cousins and stuff like that, and other people's children and stuff like that, But no, I don't have any children of my own.
Yeah. You in contact with your siblings?
I'm going to try to. I haven't hooked up my Facebook app yet.
Yeah.
But I plan on doing that. That's going to help out a lot.
When was the last time you seen, or even your mom? When was the last time you talked to her, and are you in contact with her and stuff like that?
Oh, my uncle passed away. I think maybe. Yeah, I don't know. He passed away when I think almost maybe about 17, 18, 19 maybe, and I haven't seen her since then. So
that was a while.
Long time, yeah. She doesn't live in Washington State anymore. She lives in Kentucky.
Oh, gotcha.
With my brothers and sisters and my stepdad.
Gotcha. Brian, is there anything you want people of Seattle to know?
About what?
It's a great question. Just kind of, what is your experience, I guess, with people that are housed or people that you are, I think from what my position, I'm fortunate enough to be housed, and there's this housed and unhoused kind of divide, and I'm trying to bridge this gap and humanize people because there's so much dehumanization happening. And so I like to ask this question, like, what do you want people to know about, what it's like out here, how you get treated?
It's dangerous. One of my best friends, one of my close friends was just murdered. What are you talking about? Only one that. Hold on a second. Only one went in there was me. Nothing. No one else went in there. You put me pause it for a sec.
Yeah.
JT, you all right? After I'm done with this, I'm gonna get you your tarp, so don't worry. All right, I'm gonna finish this fucking video. All right.
Sorry, you were saying it's dangerous when you're.
Oh, it's extremely dangerous.
Tell me more about that. You said when your friend just got murdered.
Yeah, it was murdered. Yeah, brutally murdered. Underneath the, right next to the tiny homes in Interbay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had his skull crushed. I'm pretty sure he was killed. People say, the detective says he was alive, and some people are saying he's alive, but I don't believe it.
Well, what have you encountered out here?
Just attempts on your life. It's in more ways than one. It's like you have to be constantly vigilant of your surroundings.
Yeah.
Sleeping's even can be dangerous. For the longest time, I wouldn't even sleep because it's not safe.
Right.
So it's like unless you have someone that can be there with you, you know what I mean? Then it's not safe to sleep really.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
Because for example, that kid, my friend who was killed, it would have. It's 4 days before it happened. The same scenario happened, except for I wasn't alone. I was around somebody who actually was able to save my life, and it's like woke up and warned me before I was killed by that same person.
Right.
And then 4 days after that, then he was unfortunate enough to be by himself in that area, and he was the one that died.
Yeah.
So it's just stuff like that. You know what I mean? If people have to, it's really hard. We try to do our best to help each other and protect each other and keep tabs on each other and just love each other. You know what I mean? But it's just like we feel like everyone's against us. And if that's how it is, then we're the only ones we have.
Yeah. From my time being out here, what I've noticed is you guys have a strong community. It's like surviving together because of the elements and whatever. It's like even the cold. I mean, that's another thing. It's been like 34, 32 degrees the last couple of days.
It was extremely cold.
How do you guys stay warm? Like, what is that like? Just practical
propane, alcohol, rubbing alcohol. We make rubbing alcohol fires because there's no smoke,
Yeah.
So isopropyl alcohol. Sometimes I do like isopropyl and hand sanitizer mix it together, dilute it a little bit.
Just burn it,
yeah.
Just for heat.
Yeah, so a lot of times you'll see, like in tents, people will drive by a tent and they'll see like a fire inside,
Yeah.
Like you see the fire like licking and I bet I had people be like, you guys okay? Is there a fire? And it's like, no, it's just our heat,
Just to keep warm.
And it's fucking dangerous as fuck.
Yeah.
It's a fucking, we have like a metal bowl or cup or some shit with fucking alcohol burning into it. Sometimes it burned anywhere from a foot to 4 feet, in the air and shit. Fucking, or how tall is your tent? You know what I mean?
That's right.
It could just. I've seen tons of fires. I've known people who died in fires.
Wow.
I've been extremely burned. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's just something like as simple as keeping warm is just super dangerous.
Yeah. Simple as trying to keep warm. It's just also extremely dangerous. It's like you can lose your life just trying to keep warm.
Mm-hmm.
Just nuts. Well, Brian, what do you want? What do you want to do? You said you want to get back in the.
I want to fix bikes. I want to work on bikes.
Like motorcycles, bicycles.
Bicycles, yeah.
Nice.
I like motorcycles, but I want to work on bikes.
Nice.
Like bicycles or whatever.
I don't know, man.
I feel like that's one of my strengths.
Oh, cool.
I think that'd be pretty cool if I ever got back into the workforce. You know what I mean? That's where I would try to maybe do some internships with bicycles and whatnot. And I feel like I would enjoy that quite a bit.
Yeah, right on. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for sharing part of your story. Appreciate your time. Right, I'm gonna grab that mic and get a couple photos and.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
On your way, man.
Thank you so much.